Let's go!
Hey, what's going on everybody? Jay here and welcome to the Ship Life. So we have some unfortunate breaking cruise news. Reports are starting to now surface that a crew member on board Carnival Cruise Line's brand new ship, the Carnival Mardi Gras, has unfortunately taken their own life. Now, before we get into the details that are available so far, as well as a very strong message that I believe every single cruise ship passenger, regardless of the cruise line between now and the not so distant future, should hear, I do want to give my sincere condolences from the bottom of my heart to the friends, family, and loved ones of the crew members that did pass away. Situations like this are never easy to deal with, especially when you put on top of that the pandemic we've been dealing with that has wreaked havoc on the cruise ship industry over the past year or so. Also, I do know that some of you out there are going to try to call me out and say that I'm putting this video out there to gain something. Look, let me make this clear right out of the gate. I am not monetizing this video in any way. As far as the views, yes, this is a public platform. I'm putting a video together and putting it on a public platform. So yes, I would like people to view the video, share it, do whatever it is that they want and see fit. If they happen to turn into subscribers, so be it. That's not on me. But I'm just letting you guys know, my stance on this has been the same whenever I make videos like this and have made videos like this for the past 2 years. I believe there is a strong message, and that is the fact that awareness needs to be had over here when it comes to things like this happening on board cruise ship. Now, lastly, I do understandably know that videos like this are not going to be for everyone. Topics like this are very difficult to talk about, very taboo to talk about. So this is not going to be a video for everyone. There aren't going to be any jokes, fancy edits, or jump cuts, anything like that. So if this isn't your video, I'm just asking you and warning you right now. Go ahead and not watch. It's that simple. Now, anyway, getting into it, guys, there's not a lot of details that are available so far, and I think it should honestly stay that way given the nature of the situation and everything going on. So the crew member, we don't know exactly where he worked, but apparently it was a young boy from Brazil that was working on board the ship that took his own life. And this was said to happen sometime earlier in the week around Monday or Tuesday. Now, like I said, there aren't a lot of details available as of yet. However, I do believe this situation in particular is a little bit of a reality check because we have seen a lot of positivity for the cruise ship industry over the past couple weeks. We got cruise lines all over Europe sailing. We got cruise lines in the Caribbean sailing. We now have Alaska as of last week. This is great news. But we also got to keep in mind what these crew members in particular have been through over the past year. I know a lot of people are going to say, yeah, we've all gone through hard times over the past year or so. However, whenever you board these cruise ships as a passenger and you see those crew members that have these smiling faces and they are giving you this utopic environment when you go on your cruise, just understand that they have been through a lot. You are coming in direct contact with somebody that has for a fact been through a lot. They probably have had some type of uncertainty over the past year, not knowing if they were going to get their job back, not knowing when they were going to get paid. That is a very big hardship that I think a lot of people need to take into consideration going on these cruises. Now, speaking on the Carnival Mardi Gras in particular, I can personally tell you as an influencer, as a content creator here on YouTube, there is going to be a lot of media on board. There are going to be a lot of people with cameras. There's going to be a lot of flashing going on, a lot of interviews going on. I have to check myself when I get on board too. I know I will, because there's going to be that, I guess, that situation where a lot of people are going to be putting mics in people's faces. They're going to be recording the crew members. Look, just understand that they have gone through a lot, and there are probably still people on board as far as the crew that are going through mental stress. So for all of you that are going on this ship, even if you're not media, you're just going there to have a good time, I know there's going to be a lot of excitement. People want to ride Bolt. They want to go to Chibang. They're hoping Shaq's going to be there. Look, just stay calm, all right, on board the ship. And I understand that everybody's situation is going to be different. And speaking on the crew members as well, I don't mean to bunch everybody up as a whole and say that they've all gone through hard times. I'm just speaking in general, generalization, because I do believe it's important just to kind of get the message across that crew members are still going through stuff. They're not out of the woods just yet, because some crew members, it's starting to happen now, have not been granted shore leave. In order to get on board the ship, they have to take a lot of flights because there still are travel warnings and there are travel blocks and everything else going on. And then they had weeks of quarantining. Some had to quarantine for 2 weeks inside the hotel, and then they got to quarantine for a week inside their room. It was a very long process for these crew members, and a lot of them simply aren't over that yet from a mental standpoint. Also, just make sure you guys have some patience while you're on board, especially to my American viewers and soon-to-be passengers out there. I understand the stress and the situation going on with the pandemic and whatnot, but I also understand that a lot of you haven't really been around foreign people because there have been and blocks and countries not allowing people to travel internationally. So you're probably going to come across a crew member that maybe hasn't talked English in a while or hasn't worked on it. And yes, this is possible. My girlfriend is French. She learned English when she met me, and if I don't see her for a couple months, her English is a little bit broken. Not broken. You understand what I'm saying. She's a little out of practice, and that's going to be a very relevant thing on board the ship as well. And if your food is a little bit slower than normal, just also understand the workload has probably also increased due to the stringent health and safety measures on board and every single crew member pitching in. Now, I'm not trying to make this sound negative or anything like that. This is just a message because I believe everybody just kind of needs a checkup, you know, just to kind of remind everyone what we've been through. Because when we get on the ship, obviously, myself included, we are going to be just awed and wowed at the fact that we're finally on a cruise ship for one. And then when it comes to the Mardi Gras, you're on a brand new cruise ship that has never had paying passengers on board. So again, just a reality check for everyone out there. Now, I'm going to wrap this video up, guys. Just all I ask, if you believe that I'm actually sending a good message here, give it a like and share this video. Like I said, this video is not monetized in any way, shape, or form. You want to subscribe? Completely up to you. For those of you that are going to be on the Mardi Gras, I'm at a loss for words. I'm still finishing up my packing and whatnot, but I'm very, very excited. All the crew members, I'm very excited to meet you as well. And we're going to have a good time out there. But just be mindful, guys. We are still in the middle of a pandemic, and we have crew members on board that have gone through stuff and are still going through stuff between recently and not so long ago. All right. But that's all I got to say. I hope everybody is doing all right out there. Cruising's back, but let's just be mindful moving forward, guys, that not everybody is okay just yet. You guys take care.